Very good morning to you. Yes, Mike, no blue moon here, that's for sure. But certainly in the Scottish Premiership, Celtic really hitting form now. It's 5 wins in a row, as you said. And delighted to say I'm joined by a man who played for both teams involved last night, Joe Miller, who had a spell with Celtic, sandwiched in between two with Aberdeen. And Joe, just on that last night, David Turnbull getting amongst the goals again. Just how much do you see that Celtic have improved recently in this run of form?
Well, I think they've just got a wee bit of momentum going, and they've got a pattern of play that they want to play now. But it was a difficult watch at times, and I think they come out the traps pretty well. For the first 20 minutes they were excellent. They stretched Aberdeen and obviously got their goal through Turnbull. But saying that, Derek McInnes on the other side, he'll be unhappy that they were so stretched for the goal. It all got bought up from the back right through the midfield, and McGregor was allowed to run 20-30 yards before he gave it to Turnbull, and fantastic strike for the boy.
When you look at Turnbull, is he one of the shining lights for Celtic this season?
Yes, he is. I think the new faces, like say Turnbull, who wants to play for the club. I think sometimes you see a young kid from Scotland and wants to do well for the club. They're always a shining light, and they actually rise well to the big occasions. And I think whenever I've seen him at Celtic Park or Hampden, he's done very well.
Is this the type of game that last night and maybe even at the weekend against St Johnstone that a month or so ago Celtic wouldn't have won?
Yeah, I think that just with the pressure that was on them, they were losing games just before the turn of the year, and then the trip to Dubai didn't help. But they've started to get a wee bit of momentum now. It's kind of like all the stick is kind of died down to a certain extent, but at the same time they need to get results. The Celtic fans won't be happy just now, just the way things have turned out. Myself included. That I was hoping for better things this year, but it didn't materialise. But I hope they continue the good run from now to the end of the season.
When you look at Aberdeen, that's another game without scoring a goal, but they did have chances. They hit the post. Canberra coming in there. Do you think Derek McInnes will have reasons to be optimistic, or will he still be a bit concerned?
Yeah, well, I think he could be optimistic, but I think he's unfortunate that he probably lost Sam Cosgrove, at the January window, and Canberra's came in, and he's done well. He did well last night, as you say, he hit the post just before half time, and they need to replace that. He needs to hit the ground running and get. But with Derek, it's been a rebuilding programme every year, and he's always done well. So I'm sure if there's a bit of patience with the support, that he'll still manage to do well. It's been a difficult season for every club.
Do you think now? It seems a real battle between them and Hibernian for that third place. Is that one that will still go to the wire? Hibs have the advantage just now, but is that one that will get tighter and tighter as it goes on?
Yeah, well, out of all the clubs, even that we're talking about third place, I think Hibs are the team that's impressed me. They've just went about their business. You're expecting Aberdeen to do well because Dave McCormack has looked to get that third place position, and I'm sure that he'll work towards that and try and help in recruiting players at the summer. But at the same time, Hibs are the team that have surprised me and done very well.
Should Aberdeen have had a penalty last night? Another one of those debates with handball.
I don't think so. Any time it's whether it's ball to hand or hand to ball, everybody's shouting for a penalty. But looking at it last night, I don't think it was much of a penalty.
The other game, St Mirren against Hamilton, and maybe the irony for Derek McInnes, he can't score, or his team can't score goals, but Bruce Anderson's gone down to Hamilton, and that's 2 goals in 2 games now. Do you think Hamilton now? They seem to have that momentum at this time every season that they kind of can stay up and survive.
Yeah, I think they've done a remarkable job. I think for the past 5 years, everybody writes them off, every pundit, but they all still manage to rise above the occasion, and grind out results, and keep their head above the water. So, all credit to them. But the young kid that's went from Aberdeen there, he scored a couple of goals. He's seen a freshness that it's a fresh start from him for himself, and grabbed a couple of goals, which will be the envy of Derek McInnes.
Just finally, Joe, just on St Mirren, they got that draw last night, but do you think they're looking good for a top 6 place? Dundee United still in about there, St Johnstone as well?
I think with the remaining games there's a lot to play for, but they just need to take one game at a time, and I'm sure they'll get there. They've done well this season. They're not in the the relegation battle that they've been in over the past few years, and but it's been a difficult season for everybody. I mean, it's been a hard watch at times.
Joe, great to see you. Thank you very much for your time. There we go. Joe Miller there, the former Celtic and Aberdeen man. Celtic getting that win last night by a goal to nil. And they do it all again a week on Saturday. They meet again here at Celtic Park.